Hello, viewers. Welcome to Football Discussion Daily. I am CGO. Please endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please follow us on our Facebook, on our Instagram page, TikTok, and other platforms. Today, I want to talk about the games that were played in Matchday 5 of the ongoing 2026 FIFA World Cup. It was an interesting day because all the games that were played on Matchday 5 all ended in a draw. Saw Cape Verde surprise everyone. This is their first appearance at the World Cup. They are debutants, and they were able to hold the Spanish team to a goalless draw at the Atlanta Stadium. We also had the Egyptian team playing a 1-1 draw against Belgium. And then in the third game, we had Saudi Arabia and Uruguay sharing points. The match ended in a 1-1 draw. And then the last game for Matchday 5, it was between Iran and New Zealand, also ended in a 2-2 draw. Very interesting game, full of a lot of fireworks. I would like to talk about the match between Cape Verde and Spain. Honestly, nobody expected that from the Cape Verde team. The Cape Verde team were very smart the way they approached the game. That game was played at Atlanta Stadium, and it was really a very tactical approach the Cape Verde team adopted. Despite coming to the World Cup for the first time, they were very organized. Kudos must go to their coach, Buvista, who was able to structure a disciplined back five defense to make sure they were able to curtail the threats of the Spanish team. Because when it comes to tiki-taka, when it comes to free-flowing football, when it comes to football with great fluidity, the Spanish are very good at that. But credit must go to the goalkeeper of Cape Verde, 40-year-old veteran goalkeeper, who was the man of the match in this game. Made a lot of saves. He made about 7 saves in this encounter because the Spanish had about 27 shots in this game to show you how dominant they were. In fact, the expected goals from the Spaniards in this game was 2.7. So it was total control. The Spaniards has about almost 400 passes in the final third. So it shows you how dominant the Spanish were. But the Cape Verde team were very, very good in trying to prevent them from getting to score in that encounter. So it was a very, very a big upset because everyone expected Spain to overrun the Cape Verdean team, but it never happened that way. And one thing about Cape Verde is whenever they try to do a counter, they change the formation from 5-4-1 to 4-3-3. So that was the system they adopted in order to make sure they don't open up much spaces. But credit must go to their keeper, and that was the reason why he was given the man of the match in this game, because he denied a lot of great opportunities the Spaniards had of scoring. He stopped efforts from Ferran Torres, Aymeric Laporte, from Mikel Moinino. That was just very outstanding. It was a very good performance from the goalkeeper, and credit must go to him. So that was what happened in the game between the Spaniards and the Cape Verde team in that encounter. So that is it for that. We'll talk about the game between Egypt and Belgium. It ended 1 goal apiece. Egypt were very good in the first half. I think they were the better side. More fast, made good passes. They showed more ambition in that game. That game was played at the Lumen Field in Seattle, and the first half was a very disappointing one from the Belgian team because their passes were not even good enough. They were very sloppy in the first half of the game. Egypt played much better in the first half than the Belgians, and that was why they took the lead. Imam Asher, he was the one who got the goal for Egypt in that first half. And credit must go to their coach, who is a veteran, Osama Sam, deployed a very brilliant tactical system in that game, making Mohamed Salah to play like a number 10 rather than his normal traditional role of playing the right wing. He was very smart using him in that area, and it really worked out because Salah's his elite vision helped, especially when it comes to orchestrating counterattacks. So it was a good tactical approach by the coach, and that day was Salah's 34th birthday. It would have been nice if they had won, but it ended in a draw at the end of the day because the Belgian also made some kind of change, especially when they brought in Romelu Lukaku in the 66th minute. Immediately he came in. He took just 23 seconds for his presence to alter the match. We saw Thomas Muinia make a dangerous cross from the right flank, and Lukaku's direct run down that middle forced a panicked Mohamed Ani to deflect the ball into his own net. So Lukaku's physical presence really helped change the whole dynamics of the game, and the game became end to end in the final 20 minutes of the game. That was how it ended. It was Belgium won, and then Egypt won. That was the outcome of that game. And then in the third game, for Matchday 5, we had Saudi Arabia playing Uruguay. It ended 1-1, and that game was played at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It was a game that was full of a lot of thrilling moments. Even though the Uruguayans dominated the game, but Saudi Arabia surprised them. They shocked them by taking an early lead through El Hamri in the 41st minute. And then Maxi Urayo was the person who came and saved the point for the Marcelo Bielsa's side with an 80th minute equalizer. It would have been very sad for Uruguay if they had ended that game without at least a point because they took full dominance of the game. The Saudi Arabian team were very smart, they were very compact, play kind of low block, and then try to take Uruguay on a quick counter. And it really paid off not until they considered that goal in the 80th minute. But I think that is a fair result for Uruguay because if they had lost that match, it would have been very, very painful for them if they had lost the game. Uruguay had about 28 shots in that game compared to Saudi Arabia that had 5. Saudi Arabia, 5 of those shots, 3 was on target. That was shot on goal was 3. And then for Uruguay, they had 10 shots on goal. So that tells you how good this team was. So it ended 1-1, and that was it. So we talk about the next game, which is the game between Iran and New Zealand. That was a very explosive game, full of a lot of actions, a lot of direct attacking football. That was what we saw. It was a masterclass. Both teams came out to play, and therefore, for the game was played at the Sophie Stadium in Los Angeles, California. And the Iranian team were very, very resilient because New Zealand took the lead through Elijah Just, and then Iran able to get an equalizer. The first half ended 1 goal apiece, and then second half again, we had New Zealand taking the lead again. They scored through Elijah Jost again, and then we had the Iranian team equalizing again to make the scoreline 2-2. I think the game ending in a draw was a fair result for both sides because the game was really keenly contested. Must commend both teams for coming out to play and made the fans really happy. The game was very, very enjoyable. That's just the fact. And Chris Wood got 2 assists that game for New Zealand. I think it was a very good game, very enjoyable game. We look forward to what happens in the rest of the games that will be played at this World Cup. So I think that's all we're talking about. Please, you can also share your own thoughts or what you think about all these games that were played on Match Day 5 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Please share, like our videos, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.